damn it. I totally just recorded a huge vlog and nobody was listening. That's okay. No one listens to these things anyway. I mean, I don't expect that anyone would care what I have to say. The only reason I do these, honestly, is because I read somewhere that if you're looking for a job, and I am, I'm always looking for jobs, because I got my own business, but if you're looking for a job, people want to know who you are before they hire you, and so they'll look you up and find your blogs, and they'll get kind of a general sense of who you are, and I'm pretty, I'm pretty much, you know, I'm an introvert, and so I don't do as well. I mean, I don't do that well in front of these vlogs. Obviously, I'm very a nervous little Nelly, and I ramble a lot. But then, again, I don't do that well in front of people sometimes. I mean, I used to, but I kind of used to have this, like, sheen that I would put on, this charismatic sheen. And honestly, I'm just not as interested in that anymore. I just want to be who I am, you know. I'm tomboy tiger. That's just kind of what I am, and I just want to be okay with that. I don't want to have to put on the charisma to make people like me and pretend. I want people just to be okay with little dorky me. And the truth of the matter is, I'm just a little dork. I mean, that's cool. I'm alright with that. I just, you know, I want other people to be okay with it. But, you know, I can't really force other people to be okay with my dorkiness. But, you know, it's a hope. So, a lot has happened since I last did a video blog. Pig and I, we went to Oregon. Mr. Pig, my partner, Mr. Pig. We went to Oregon. We had some family time. It was great. There was a ton of junk. It was disgusting, the amount of sugar that was available. Thank you, holiday season. We ate more junk than we would normally ever eat. So much so that when we got back, we went on a kind of a vegan diet. It's been really great, actually. It's strange because, like, suddenly my skin cleared up, and I have more energy, and you know, all the stuff that I wasn't expecting to happen on a whole grain vegan diet. And so I should say that we're not eating like any processed vegan food either, because that stuff's not really very healthy. Because that's what I did last time I went vegan, and it man, it fucked me up. I lost a ton of weight. My skin, I looked like a pizza. I had no energy. I was really depressed. All this stuff. And so I've noticed the exact opposite has happened this time around. And that's pretty nice. So yeah, great things have happened. Besides the diet, while we were in Oregon, we you know, we went to see family, but of course there was there was a person there, a contact for a job, and she's got a really great idea, and she wants to use stop motion, and it's an educational short on the water system in Oregon, and it's just her idea is fabulous. It's great. And she's the producer. She's getting the money together. Of course, you know, you never know if these things are gonna go until they go, right? I never count on anything in this business unless I'm actually doing it, right? Until money changes hands and until I'm actually in the thick of it and doing it, I don't count on anything actually happening. There's a lot of talk, right? Not so for Greg and I, you know, we do things. We do things. You know, if we set out to do them, we actually do them. It's, you know, the other people that often be like, oh my God, it's too much pressure. Oh, I don't have the money, or, oh, it's too hard. I don't want to do it. Or, you know, this type of stuff happens. And, so again, I never count on that we're going to be doing anything until we're doing it. Right. So, yeah, but it's still very interesting, and I would like to do it. If it goes through, I'd be so happy, just because it's a cool project, and it's in Oregon, and it's going to be a little more, it's not going to be as slick, you know, as stuff in LA is, you know, and I tend to prefer kind of a craftier, slicker, less slick feel these days. I know before I kind of prefer the Hollywood, the kind of Hollywood slick, like high, you know, whatever. I mean, it'll still be high skill, because, you know, Greg and I have a huge amount of skill in what we do. It just won't be as slick, you know, as careful. It'll have a little more soul to it, I suppose. Anyway, enough of that. Yeah, something else that happened is I built a room in our apartment, an extra room. I just built a room. I tend to do that. Anyway, it's right here behind me. It's a loft. Yay! I just, sometimes I just get a bug in my butt and I just start working, and then suddenly I have like a loft, or I have a desk for my computer, or, you know, all sorts of stuff. I do things. It's good for me. Something else that is crazy that went on. I went to go see a specialist about my hair, and here in LA, and I'm not allowed to talk about the who or the where so much because I signed an NDA. Freaking LA and their NDAs. But I can talk about. I think I can talk about. I hope I can talk about my experience. Well, I'll talk about my experience. It was very odd. It was a very odd experience. I went in there, and of course they love my hair. It's fabulous. And I was expecting these Hollywood, you know, these big Hollywood professionals to know everything there is to know about hair. Dreadlocks, and they sent me to the guy who does dreadlocks or whatever. And I gotta tell you, I'm not gonna say he didn't know anything, because he did know fake hair, and he knows wrapping. He knows how to wrap hair, dreadlocks. But what I want is a full head of waist length, medium blonde, human hair dreadlocks. And I stumped him. I definitely stumped him. He loves my hair because it's beautiful. And I do it all myself, of course. But I was hoping that I could get a professional to do it for me, and that it would look amazing, even more amazing, right? You know, you can see at the top of my hair, I haven't tightened up my dreadlocks for a while, because I was kind of hoping that the professionals would do it, and they do it like really well. And so I went in, my hair is all not tightened up, my roots are showing, you know, and I just went in. However, right now my hair is all this long stuff here. This is all Cankleon. It's fake hair. It's basically recycled pop bottles. You know, and it looks amazing. It's flame retardant, it's antiviral, it's all the stuff. Like, it doesn't mold, no, you know, all the stuff that you normally have to worry about with dreadlocks. You don't have to worry about, because it's plastic. It doesn't feel like real hair, though. I mean, it's okay. It's not bad. After a while, it kind of wears a little softer, and it's not too bad. But it's not real hair. And, I mean, there's great things about it. One of the bad things about it is that you really can't dye it the same color as the rest of your hair. You're stuck with the color that you've got unless you chalk it or something like that. And chalking, if you've got the light hair, it kind of is in there forever. So you got to continue chalking. It'll never go back to being just blonde, because you can't really bleach it out. It doesn't bleach out like that. But, you know, all of this is all real hair. The truth of the matter is, though, that this is all hair from friends and family. This is not my real hair. It's real human hair, but it's not my real hair. My real hair is this long. This is one that has not been added to. This is how long my real hair is, right here. Right in my chin, right out there. And that's a dreadlock, but it's not, there's nothing to it, right? And so the first thing they said to me, which is a total bold-faced lie, was that, oh, if you want dreadlocks this long, real human hair dreadlocks this long, you need to have human hair that's like, you know, however long. It needs to be like, you know, super long. Can't be short. You have to have like, you know, 14 inches of human hair. And that's not true. That's not true at all. And so, honestly, this right here, this lock, is 100% human hair. And it's waist length. It's as long as all the rest of them. And this is made up of chunks of hair from my sister-in-law, Liz. And the chunks are like here, here, you know, here, here. They're short chunks. Here, let me show you. Here is a short chunk. This is what I get from my sister-in-law, Liz. Here it is raw, without the dreadlock. And it's just like this very long, she cut off all of her beautiful long curly hair and gave it to me. Thank you, Liz. And then I ended up with a long stretch of hair just like this, right? And so I took a pinch and I drew it up, and I used the crochet hook to tighten it and make sure it was settled and locked up. And here's some of my brother's hair. It's very different, you can see. This is my brother's hair. And here's one of my brother's dreadlocks. Okay, so I mean, it's very simple. All you do is you take it, right? And I'm not going to actually add it, but I'll show you how, because I don't want this one to get any longer because it's already plenty long. But you can see the difference, right? And you can feel the belly of the mat kind of ends right there. So I go right in the belly, and I take my trusty crochet hook. This is number 5. and I kind of stick it through, right? Simple. And you take your dreadlock with your tail, and you stick it in like so, and so you've kind of got like this thing going on, like so. And then you bend it. I tend to bend them down, so I've got 3 going like this. You can see that. Then you take your crochet hook and you put it through a nice belly in each tail. So here you go, 1, 2, and then there's a 3rd one, right? And then you twist it up and you pull it through. And then you go through and you pull through all the tails, and then you do sister locks in it. It doesn't actually take that long. And they were like, oh no, you have to cut out your extensions. And I was like, that's not true either. That's also a bold-faced lie. I'm just like, really? You guys are professionals? You don't know shit about my hair. Of course, I know my hair and love my hair, but about dreadlocks, come on, dude. Seriously. And so the only thing they did know about was tightening dreadlocks up. And they're like, and since I didn't tighten my dreadlocks, they were like, do you know how to tighten dreadlocks? Here, you do it like this. And I was like, yes, I know how to tighten dreadlocks. I just didn't because I expected you guys to be amazing. Anyway, so I had some vast disappointment. And so now I have to do my hair myself, I guess, but like usual. But that's okay. I mean, I do like doing my own hair. It's a work in process. I really like it the way it is right now. It's very cute, short and spiky on the top and kind of long on the bottom. I'm gonna slowly take out the kinkly on extensions and put in human hair dreadlocks, and I'm gonna slowly make these a little longer, and I'm gonna tighten them up and give them all a medium blonde, the color that I want. So yeah, it's pretty much how you do tiger style dreadlocks, this way anyway. Dreadlocks are always a work in process. They just take, you kind of have to be okay with the fact that they are gonna be different day to day, moment to moment. My hair is always different. It's always doing something crazy. So anyway, that is a long bit of me rambling. Not that anyone is ever gonna care, and that's okay. I'm not doing it for anybody else but besides myself. Yeah, so I guess I should quit now. I never know how to end these things, I always feel like, I always feel like such a dork. Anyway, so I guess thanks for watching if you're watching, and stay strong, live long and prosper. I mean, okay, yeah, I'm such a dork. Jesus.